I got a DM from this girl I went to high school with. And she was asking me, did I work for this company, the company that I worked for? So I was like, yeah, I did a couple months ago. So she was like, I thought that was you. I was the one who sent you the check. And I'm like, you scammed me? So I'm calling my bank. I'm trying to explain the situation to them. I'm like, hello? Oh my goodness, I was scammed. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, but if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Everyone follow me on Instagram and give this video a thumbs up. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time about how I got scammed out of $4,000. Okay, so I came with receipts, and that's facts, no printer.
Like, okay, period.
So this all took place February 2017. This happened around like Valentine's Day weekend, and it all started because I was applying to jobs on Indeed. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, you got scammed from Indeed? Yes, I got scammed from Indeed. I thought you could only really get scammed on Craigslist, but you can get scammed literally everywhere. So I had applied for this position on Indeed, and I only had to send my resume, and it filled everything out for me. And I was grateful because I hate filling out job applications, and then I have to manually put in my work history. Like, what was the point of me uploading my resume? So about a day or two later, this is probably February the 11th or 12th at this point, I get this email. So I'm going to be looking at my other phone to read the email, but I'm going to put it on the screen as well so you can read along too. Thanks for the response to the job posting. Your resume has been reviewed. Unfortunately, the position has already been filled, but another offer still available if you're interested. I have gone through your resume and I'm impressed, which is the personal assistant position. My name is blank and I am blank years of age, and I live a couple miles away from your zip code. I'm a business entrepreneur, a human capital investor, and philanthropist. Basic wage is $400 weekly, working 3 to 5 hours daily and 3 days weekly. You can choose your work days because it is flexible. Blase, long message. So if you got the email, you would probably think it was legit like I did. Like, it was very professional. I mean, now that I'm rereading it, a lot of words are spelled wrong. He using words in the wrong contents, but that's neither here nor there.
The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
So I was super excited, like $400 weekly. I get to work from home basically 3 days a week. It's a flexible schedule, and I was like, $400 a week, that's like $1,600 monthly, and this is super easy. So of course I'm eager McBeaver. Yes, I'm interested. So then I got another email because we were corresponding via email. Well, at first we were. At the end of that first email, he told me if I was interested to leave my full name, home address, city, state, and zip code, my number, age, sex, present job, nationality, and do I have a bank account, and how soon would I be able to start. So he reiterated, did I have a bank account again? Like I stated yes in the previous message, but okay. So then he congratulated me on the new job, and this is another email to say, hello Alexis, this is to congratulate you on the new job. This is a legitimate personal assistant job I'm offering you, and I hope to have your 100% loyalty and cooperation. Your quick response to emails and effectiveness is required. You will be getting started this week as your first week's salary and funds to carry out the first task. It will be delivered to you this week. A payment in form of a company certified check has been mailed out to you from one of my clients, and I have some list of tasks to email you. Once you receive the funds, you will be getting paid from it. The rest of the email, he was just telling me basically this is my first task, and I'm like, buy some gifts and mail them out. I mean, he did say he was sending me a check, so I was like, okay, I guess. And he sent me this email February 11th. So I said this happened at least February 11th or 12th. I was very close. It was definitely the 11th. I emailed him back and I said, I'm emailing you to follow up about this email. And this was February the 13th, 12:09 p.m. So the next email was him corresponding saying, how are you today? I'm glad to inform you that a payment has been sent to you, which is your first assignment, and will be delivered today via FedEx. He said, however, he was donating to orphans, and he was given a list of items to be bought off the list, and it will cost a lot to be shipped, so they'll be getting the items themselves. So I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to be doing? So I kept reading, and it says, once the check has been cashed, you are to deduct $400 as your weekly salary as I promised and send the remaining money through MoneyGram transfer to the orphanage home information I will be providing in my next email as soon as you have cashed the check today. That you would deduct from the total money you are sending out. You must use the 10-minute service to send the money, and the address was in Kenya. So when I seen where he wanted me to send the money, I automatically was like, this is weird as hell. Like, it almost sounds like a scam. So no lie, I go to the, so I think that's the last email, because after a while he had asked me for my number because he wanted me to respond like instantly, and I don't have that phone anymore, so I'm going off of memory. So as soon as I go to the mail, I'm just checking the mail, I see a FedEx envelope on the porch, so I grabbed it. It had my name on it. Now I'm like, he did just say something about he was sending me something through FedEx, but he just sent this message yesterday. How would it have got to me that quick? So now that I think about it, I think he had already sent the check out the very first day when I said I was going to take the job, because mail don't go that fast unless somebody come up and walk it and sit it on your porch. Like, he could have had somebody come and put it on my porch at this point. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to get into this. We're going to get into it. So I take the envelope and I go back in my room and I open it, and it's a $4,000 check. I am shooketh. Like, this man do not know me from Adam or Eve, and he just sent me a $4,000 check. How did he know I won't run off with this money? Like, I'm confused to why he would just send this. We never met face to face. This is really unprofessional if you ask me. We never even met. I could take this and run off, but I mean, of course I wasn't going to do that. For one, he had my address, and for two, it was just wrong, so I just wasn't going to do it. Like, I was so confused. So I called my mom and told her the whole situation. She already knew I had applied for the job, but she didn't know he sent me a check. I was like, I didn't know it was going to be in the mail that fast. He just told me like yesterday, and this is Valentine's Day now. So she's like, what? I'm like, it's a check and it looks real. So I'm like, do I cash it, put it straight in the ATM? So she was like, you better not go in that bank and send it. You don't know if it's a real check. Just deposit it in your account and, you know, just go from there. And I'm so glad I did not deposit it in my account, because you take a fake check into the bank if you want. Your ass is leaving in handcuffs. Yeah, I would have definitely been walking out in handcuffs. So I'm super, super happy that I put it in my account. I mean, I'm not happy because of how everything went down, but I'd rather did it that way than actually taking it into the bank. I deposited it in my account, and I was only able to get like $300 off the top. So I'm texting him and telling him that I can't even do it yet because my bank was not going to let me get that. They wouldn't let me get that $4,000 off the top because I don't deposit that type of money every day or every week or every month. So it's like a little red flag. So they'll give you a partial amount if you deposit a large amount in there, especially if it's something you're not bringing home on the regular. So I was like, okay. So he was okay with that. I mean, he was a little impatient. I'm like, well, it's nothing I can do, honestly. All I got was $300, and I'm gonna keep that because this is my first week's salary, as you said, and you still owe me $100. So he was like, okay, cool. So I enjoyed my Valentine's Day. I went out. That Monday rolled around and the $4,000 was released. Well, like $3,900, something close to $4,000, because I already definitely had that $300. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna try to MoneyGram it in CVS. So I went to CVS, and I could not send it at CVS because the amount was too large. The largest you could send was $2,000. So I said I'll make two different transactions. I'll send $2,000. Well, I said I'll send $2,000, and then I'll send the remaining balance. For some reason, CVS was not working, and that should have been a sign for me to. You know what? I'ma just send it back. And I did try to send it back to the man. I got home, right? And I was trying to find ways to send it back. I was like, do you have, I think was Cash App out yet? I think it was. I asked him, can I PayPal it? I said that first because I remember I was using PayPal heavier than I was using Cash App if Cash App was out. So he was basically saying, like, I can't send the money back. Like, what do you mean I can't send the money back? At this point, you must want me to spend it because I'm trying to send it back, and you're trying, like, he was really trying to make me do it. So I was just like, this man could be crazy for all I know. I don't know who this is, and they have my address. Like, think about it. How did that mail get up on my porch that fast? Unless either somebody physically walked and delivered it themselves and put it on my porch, or he sent it out the day I said I was going to accept the job. Either way, I was like, I'm not feeling this, and I don't trust it. So I'm stressed. So I was like, I'll just try Walmart. And when I said Walmart, he was like, well, you could just do it in gift cards. Sound like a gift card scam. No, it's just too much. So the first Walmart, because I went to a couple Walmarts. The first Walmart I went to, they were closed. And then the second one I went to, it was a lot. I had to do it in like 5 different transactions. And when the money sent, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm done. except for the money really didn't send, but all my money was gone. So I'm like, where's the money if it didn't send? They were like, basically the machine broke down or something. So I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? Like, this is somebody's money. This is a large amount of money. So they're like, come back tomorrow with and speak to the manager. At this point, I'm stressed because for one, this Walmart is kind of far away. I had to like really travel kind of far. So I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and if tomorrow y'all not giving me my money back, y'all don't want to see me mad. Like, I will flip this whole bitch upside down with y'all. I will flip this whole fucking Walmart upside down. Y'all better find a way to give me this money back. This is not even my money. And the next day I came back and they really did give me my money back. I mean, it took about 15 minutes for them to give me my money back, but they gave it back to me in cash. I had $4,000 in my hand. When I was sending the money and it was a malfunction, I swiped my card. But when they gave me the money back, they gave it to me in cash, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have like almost $4,000 in my hand. I need to get this over with because the man was also getting on my nerves really, really, really bad. I wanted to be done with it. He was rushing me and stressing me, and it was like, whatever. So I had to send the money like 3 different ways, and I had to get somebody to help me send it because I couldn't send it on my own. Like, I really needed someone else's help. So they helped me, and it was so annoying. And while I'm doing it, the Walmart people were asking me, like, did I know these people? Because people were getting scammed, and I was like, yeah, I know them, because that little $3,900 something translated to over $100,000 in Kenya. And when I heard that number and seeing it on my receipt, I said, oh, this is a fucking scam. I told the man I sent the money via MoneyGram. I took a picture of the receipt, I sent it to him, and he thanked me and told me I was a great person and helping the world and some bullshit. And he told me he would have the next text for me the next day. Sir, with all due respect, fuck you. I'm not working for you again. I know you just scammed me, and this was the worst. This was so awful because it just get worse from here. So I had randomly checked my bank account 10 days later, and I had a fat ass negative $3,999 overdraft. At this point, I knew exactly why I had it. The check was fake, and I like start crying. So I'm calling my bank. I'm trying to explain the situation to them. Hello? Oh my goodness, I was scammed. My bank don't want to hear that shit. They like, do you want to do a payment arrangement? Like, they was not trying to hear it. They didn't give a damn. So I was definitely SOL. So I knew I couldn't pay that back. It would take me a long time. I didn't even have a job, so how the hell was I going to do a payment arrangement? So at this point, I'm just depressed. So I hadn't checked my bank account for like a month or 2 after I got off the phone with my bank because I was just super depressed. Now, this is really random. The day after I found out I was pregnant, I randomly logged into my banking app. I don't know what made me open it, but when I opened it, I only had a negative $10 overdraft fee. Now, like a month or 2 ago, when I checked it, I had almost a $4,000 overdraft fee. So I was confused. So I called my mom first, like, oh my goodness, remember I had that almost that $4,000 overdraft fee? Tell me why it's only $10 now. She was like, well, what happened? I was like, I don't know, but I got to call my bank real quick and figure out what happened. Like, I know you're not supposed to question or go up with a period, but I really wanted to know. So I called my bank, and basically you told me they did something wrong on their end. They deposited, because it was like a Friday or something when I did it. So they deposited on the weekend or something happened, and I don't know, but all I know is they reversed it, and all I had was a $10 overdraft fee. When I just started crying. Like, I just started thinking, God, like, I literally had just found out I was pregnant, so I really was going to need my bank account. So when I never felt so relieved. I literally was crying because I had my bank account at that point for 4 years. So I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't want another bank account, and I was just so happy. I was crying tears of joy. That was literally God looking out for me because I was stressing about it for those 2 months before I had logged back. And it's crazy because I had made a GoFundMe and everything trying to get this $4,000 to pay back. And when I had posted it on my Facebook, people were commenting on it like, I seen this same guy tried to send me a check, but I ripped it up when I seen it. And I was like, wow. So I'm not the first person this happened to. But it gets even funnier. Actually, it's getting crazier but funnier at the same time. So about, I want to say a month or 2 after that happened with me getting my bank account back in order, because I paid that little $10, so that was nothing. I got a DM from this girl I went to high school with, and she was asking me, did I work for this company, the company that I worked for? So I was like, yeah, I did a couple months ago. So she was like, I thought that was you. I was the one who sent you the check. And I'm like, you scammed me? But it was nothing like that. We ended up exchanging numbers, and we FaceTime, and she was telling me that she worked for him. She didn't even know nothing about it. She mailed out more than 1 check, so I wasn't the only person who received the fake check. If she was mailing stuff out to people in Florida and other states, So I was like, oh wow, girl, I was like, you need to stop that shit, because that's like a federal offense. You can go to jail. Like, stop that shit. The checks are fake. I just had a $4,000 overdraft. Luckily, my bank, I was able to resolve it with my bank. And girl, you got to stop. And she was telling me she didn't even get paid for doing all the shit she was doing. I'm like, this is some fraudulent shit. This man got you doing some fraudulent shit. Like, girl, you just gotta, you do it if you want to, but I'm good on it. But we had a nice little laugh about it, because at the end of the day, my account was fixed, so I could finally laugh about it. So more of the story is, be careful with everything that you do. Even when you're doing something like trying to be productive. Like, I was trying to find a job and I got scammed. Trying to find a job, I always promised myself I would never get scammed, and guess what? I got scammed. Never say never, because when you think you can't end up in a predicament or a situation, God will humble you so quick and put you in the exact same situation you promised that you would never be in. So when I mean you have to just be careful, because scamming, listen, anyone can get scammed, and it don't mean that you're dumb or anything. It don't mean that you're gullible, because the way the man got me was, if it was a man, because who knows, the way that person got me was really, really good. Honestly, they got me on Indeed, where I thought I would never get scammed. So just be very careful. That's all I have for this time. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on your post notifications so you can see every time I post. Bye.
Drive me crazy, she gon' make me psycho. Everything I've been through, something only